DGM Insights Swingers Guide the Truths about Threesomes.
Write this down as a script, and I'm not doing any research on it. I'm just going to give some advice. What you should know about threesomes. Now, there is a huge group of men out there that are just trying to get other women, whether they're married or not. And they do various things that are considered like distasteful to swinging couples. Now, unless that's what the swinging couple are looking for, and a lot of the men that do that have erectile dysfunction problems if they're in a couple. So they're trying to get their wife happy. And I understand that concept. I don't particularly like threesomes. I've been in a couple that were wonderful because the guys were wonderful. So you have to really choose the guy carefully if you're going to do a threesome. Some are just trying to get themselves off and they're not really thinking about the pleasures of others. Some ignore the guy, and that's kind of like not where I'm at. I don't like to be ignored. I like people that give attention if they're going to be in a sexual situation, considering the time, energy, and money you go through to set up these events. So, and I'm bisexual, so I don't have a problem with being touched or anything. So there should be no problems. But some of the men who pretend to be bisexual, or some of the men who are trying to get threesomes, they say they're straight, but they really just are trying to ignore the guy, and that's just like pathetic. They need to find single women on their own. Anyway, that's just my straight advice: is be careful what you get if you're going to do a threesome. Now, I've done threesomes with women, and they're wonderful. They can be wonderful, and they can be really kind of strange too. You have to watch that the woman, other than your mate, that woman is not wanting to try and take their husband. You have to be open in communication. I'm not going anywhere. I love my wife, that kind of thing. And I've seen that before. Um, so, and normally those kind of women want to have affairs behind the wife's back. And that's another thing. Even if you're in a swinging couple and you contact this woman and she wants to deal behind your wife's back, chances are she's trying to find a new man. So you might not want to go there. That's kind of like something that might be problematic. If you're in a threesome, I would make sure everybody is completely bi. There's too many problems that happen because somebody's homophobic. Either gender, either three men, either men and women, and even with a male or a female in the threesome. Make sure everybody's bi, at least bi comfortable to where they don't have a scene or a freak out. I've been in parties and events where the man was homophobic. Now that's a real kind of normal thing for men to be homophobic. I'll do a video about that, but just to let you know, that's something you should watch. And if the extra man wants to meet you separately, that's something that needs to be talked about by the three of you, not just between your wife and him. If the single woman wants to meet the man alone, that's something that needs to be worked out between all three of you, but not just you and her, because they're trying to set up problems. And you might not want to do multiple repeat events from those situations because they might be misunderstood. There are some people who think they're going to catch somebody because they can do it behind their wife's back or do it while their wife knows, and they're just trying to get a relationship with that person. So you need to make sure that you pay strict attention to your primary person in your relationship with threesomes. Now, here's another issue too, because I heard from this guy, and his wife, and this other woman and him were going to do a threesome, and he found out that the girl's husband didn't know. So that was a problem. And he asked, should we swing with her? And I said, I would not. There's too many crazy things that happen when marriage mates don't know their wives are swingers or their husbands are swingers. I'd be very careful about doing anything behind. For one thing, it's not ethical. The term is ethical non-monogamy. But if you're doing it behind somebody's back, you're being unfair to them. You're being unethical. And plus, my motto is do no harm. So do no harm to a woman who doesn't know her husband's cheating, or do no harm to a man who doesn't know his wife is cheating. So that's another aspect of the threesomes that you should watch out for, that nobody gets hurt. You don't want hobbies where people get hurt. This isn't boxing. This is swinging. This is sex. This is something that should, unless hurt is, unless you're into that, I understand that concept. But this is not somebody where they want to emotionally hurt anybody. Anyway, thank you.